Right, back down, working on the Sierra today. Going to try and get the tail of the gearbox back on, sealed up, and then the gearbox on the back of the engine, and then the engine back in the car is the plan. So we've got also, want to put the rocker cover back on. Made this end baffle, recommended by Zach, just to stop some of the oil kicking up where we would have our big outlets for our breather, but they all hit it on our inlet manifold, so we've ended up putting an AN fitting in the top instead, just a single one for now, until we remake the inlet manifold and do a big plenum one. So that's how she's looking. Pop that in, bit of Loctite, new gasket, and away we go. So I managed to source genuine Ford little rubber O-ring things, and they go around the little top hat bits, and then they squish up into and lock onto the rocker cover gasket. So we got fresh little fixings, and then using some of these tapered washers out of the old set of Adams split rims that go on there. Look quite neat. So Adams just pushed the, it's like a white soft metal bush in the end, new fresh one. And then what? Seal. Clean up the other part of the box. Get together. And try and remember how all of the linkage bit went in the top. So that's the rocker cover all on. Fresh new gasket. Just got to remember how all these bits go together.
Getting past this, but there you go.
You're in. Adam's just put all the selector in the top, and now we just need to put this little cover, where is it? On there. Hold that. I've got it. So it's a common fault, isn't it, with Type 9 quick shifts? Yeah. That the stick rattles when you're cruising along. So this is like a little mod that you do where you drill the housing where the ball of the linkage for the gear shift goes through, and then you just tighten it up with a nut, and then that stops the annoying little rattle. Just putting the quick shift back together, re-greased it, and then with the bolt mod you can do a grease nipple mod as well to pack it out with grease, but we'll see how this goes, and if it needs it then we can always take it off at a later date and throw a grease nipple in it as well, just to try and stop the rattling.
That's reverse. Sorry, down. Wish I had the gear stick still. It's weird though, doesn't feel right.
Okay, so we just took the tail off the gearbox again, because you've got to make sure the Dubry Watsit aligns on the pinny thing, and we didn't have that. It wasn't relocating properly, and it makes some weird clicking noise. But now we've located the sprung piece on the pin, and now we've got all the gears, and it feels like it wants to centre properly, which it didn't do earlier. So now we're in a position that we can probably put the gearbox back on the engine, hopefully get the engine back in the car. So the gearbox is on. Fought us a bit. And we've put a chopped down splined end in there just to stop all the gear fat spilling out. The button's just thrown on the starter motor, so we should be in a position, hopefully, to sling it in the hole. It's hot. Don't use shit rope to try and lift an engine because it might snap.
Get the fucking camera off me!
I think you can't blame the camera for the fact that we have just used a bit of rope that you find down the canal.
I threw away the old trusty piece of rope that had never ever.
I'm sure we used seatbelts last time, didn't we? Like the first time around we used seatbelts. As I said, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been like smashed up some tail end of the gearbox snaps off, but we'll just bolt it back on.
It's the first time I've ever had a shitty piece of rope snap. But to be fair, it was a really shitty piece. Like the blue rope that we had before, I've never had that.
We're just going to go for it. It's only going to be up in the air, and if it does break, smash to the ground, we'll get loads of views because it'll be full on like engine fail or kill.
Are we still filming this?
Probably, yeah. It's a shit.
Because that was the shitty piece of rope that we found when we were at Clark, instead of being to your class to start with.
Oh really?
Yeah.
So it comes with the engine.
Yeah.
So,
It was what we used tonight.
so if anyone's to blame, it's Clark. Clark, this free-issue rope that you supplied to get this engine in our car failed on us. This is really helping us sweat. Yeah? So that's high enough? Right. Yep, reel it back. Back. Towards the car.
Yeah, towards the car. Maybe it's edge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We've got to try and do that, push it down, push it back.
I'm just trying to bring the engine slightly more on the rope. Go underneath now.
Try and pull it
Put
down.
it down, guide it through, and then on to just watch.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of this.
Oh, spiders in my face.
It's already hands. Stop.
Yeah, note to self, don't put your finger in the UJ.
You are?
Yeah.
Still good?
Yeah.
Carry on as we are? Oh, that sounded plasticky.
What did you do?
Oh, it's just a loom.
Just a really, really expensive loom.
Yeah,
Right, bear with me, should I get a...
Can you get the jack under that?
Yeah. Now, what I need to do is put the jack where I am. Oh man, it's so really good. Just before I put my fucking best t-shirt on as well.
Bless you.
Mate. Pop the handle a million times and the jack goes off about an inch.
Engine still needs to go back probably about 2 inches. And it's doing the old like tilting trick.
Do it like the fucking Fisher Price my first jack.
For my Christmas crack.
Yeah.
So the engine's finally in. It's a bit of a bastard to get it in there. For some reason, nothing wanted to line up. We've bolted up the gearbox cross member, so that's all ready to go. And we've got the clutch cable and the speedo cable and the reverse light stuff all hooked up. So when we come back to it, we're going to put the 2-part prop on it, and then mount everything else in the engine bay, all the exhaust, inlet, wire it all back up again, try and sort out the bottom hose because that's in a different place now, and then obviously put some fluids in it and see if it will fire up. But that's pretty much it for this video. Catch up with you guys next time. Take it easy.